Setting up a Google Analytics account, if you've never set one up before, is super easy. And in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how. Please note that you will need a Google account or a Gmail email address to do this. If you don't have a Gmail address and you want to use your work email or your company's email, you can link the two accounts. It's not covered in this tutorial, so you might just want to Google how to link my work or business account to Google, a Google account. Okay, let's get started with setting up your Google Analytics. So I am signed in to info@mountainsidebride.com, which is actually a Google account. I run my business email through Google. It's very inexpensive and very easy to use, but I haven't actually set up any Google Analytics accounts here. So Google makes it simple. All you have to do is follow their instructions. So I'm going to start by clicking the sign up button here. And it's just going to ask me some basic details about what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to set up a website. I don't have a mobile app. I'm not an app developer. I'm assuming that you are not, so don't worry about that. It defaults to website, so that makes it super convenient. And you are going to set up an account name. So this is sort of the general name that you want to give the entire account. Now note, if you have like an Etsy shop or a Shopify or a blog and it's all kind of like in your marketing mix, you're going to put all of that under one account. Most of you will just have one website and one account, but it's nice to just understand that your account name is probably going to correlate to your business name. So for this account name, I might want to call it Mountainside Bride. And this is a little bit different. You want to give a website name, right? So this is different from the account name because the account is the big umbrella and the website name is the name of the website. So if you are on Shopify, it could be mountainsidebride.com, shopify.com/mountainsidebride or however that works. But this is just my website. So I'm going to just call this mountainsidebride.com. And now here it asks for your URL. So it already gives you the HTTP or HTTPS. If you don't have an SSL certificate, don't worry, just have it default to HTTP without the S. I know that I have the S, so I'm going to enter that in. And this is my actual website URL. And then it's going to ask me to select a category. And I think there's a lifestyle category. Generally for weddings, it falls under people in society. And my time zone is correct. And then it asks if you want to share any data. And I do like sharing data because as a marketer, the more data I share, the more they learn about the market and then the more access to great information I have. So I end up leaving all of these checked. And once you've done all of that, the most important being your website URL, you can click Get Tracking ID. You will have to accept the terms and services. So you're going to say, I accept. Read them, of course, right? And then voila, here is the tracking code that you're going to want to use for tracking. So once you have that, you're just going to copy it and you're going to paste it in your website. So I'm going to go to step 2, paste where to paste your Google Analytics code in your Genesis website. So I'm going to go ahead and actually log into the Mountainside Bride. Now, there is already Google Analytics installed on my website, so if you see it there, it's going to be slightly different just because I did this a long time ago. But the steps for finding where to put it is the same. So you're going to log into your website. And if you're running a Genesis or Studio theme, you are going to go to the the Genesis theme settings. And I have a lot of plugins installed, so yours might look slightly different. And you're going to go to theme settings. So all Genesis themes have theme settings. So it's not a special plugin that I ended up installing. It just ships with a Genesis and StudioPress WordPress website. And so here, obviously, you see that there's already a little bit of code in here for, it's actually some CSS code. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go scroll all the way down to the header and footer scripts. This is going to be blank for you, and you're literally just going to paste that code, the global tag for Google Analytics, all this script, into this field and click Save Changes. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm already running Google Analytics code, but that is very simply how you set up a Google Analytics account and install it on the back end of your Genesis website.